Hello friends, in this video we are going to understand what is the foundation element of cloud computing. Okay friends, in this video first of all we are going to understand service level agreement SLA. Okay, what is SLA? And then second we are going to understand virtualization. After this we are going to understand grid technology. What is the grid technology? Okay, and then we are going to understand service oriented architecture. After that we are going to understand distributed computing. Okay friends, then we are going to understand free and open source software. What is free and open source software? After this we are going to understand NIST cloud architecture. What NIST cloud architecture? Okay, so overall we are going to understand all these topic in this video. Okay.
Now our first question is, what is foundation element of cloud computing? The first element is service level agreement SLA. As the name suggests, service level agreement SLA means that service provided by one party and consumed by another party. It is a contract between customers and service providers. Then next is virtualization. Then before understand virtualization, we study what is virtual. We understand through the example. Best example of virtual is the world, WORLD world we are using. It is not existed. It is not physically existed, but exists in mind or created by computer is nothing but virtual. Example, computer video game.
Now we are going to understand virtualization. What we are going to understand? Virtualization. So what is virtualization? Virtualization is nothing but a virtual platform. What is virtualization? Virtualization is nothing but a virtual platform. What is virtual platform? Virtual platform means your data is stored in somewhere else, not in your local system. Okay, so virtual platform means your data is stored in somewhere else. That that platform, that virtual platform allow sharing application or single resources. That virtual space allow you to sharing application or single resources in multiple users. Okay, in multiple users, that virtual space allow you to sharing single physical resources or sharing application. That is nothing but virtualization.
Now we come on the topic, what is virtualization? If we understand virtual, we easily understand virtualization. So, virtualization is a virtual platform that allows sharing an application or single physical resource to multiple users is called as virtualization. Then next is, what is key technology?
Now we are going to understand grid technology. What? Grid technology. So all these are computers. Okay, all these are computers. Now we are going to make a network. Okay, so we make a network. Okay, now we are going to understand the definition of grid technology. What is grid technology? So grid technology means group of network computers. So group of network computers in that each computer resources are shared with every computer in the system is called grid technology. Okay, this is grid technology.
Grid technology is nothing but group of network computers in that each computer resources are shared with every other computer in the system is nothing but grid technology. What is grid technology? Again I am repeating, grid technology is nothing but group of network computers. Group of network computers in that each computer resources are shared with every other computer in the system. Service oriented architecture SOA. It is a software development model. SOA allows services to communicate across different platforms and languages. The next is distributed computing.
Now we are going to understand distributed computing. What is distributed computing? So before we are going to understand what is distributed computing, you know that all these are computers. Okay, now we are going to understand our definition. So group of computers working together at the back end while appearing as one to the end user is nothing but distributed computing. What is distributed computing? So distributed computing means group of computers are working together at the back end while appearing one to the end user is nothing but distributed computing. Now you are saying that, sir, we can't understand this definition. Can you please explain more? Okay. You understand that by a real life example. For example, in Google search engine, you are searching something. You want something, so you are going to search something in Google engine. So at the back end, there is multiple servers. Okay, Google have multiple servers, and all server have their own work. For example, this server finds images, this server find videos, this server find news, and this server find blogs. These servers work in parallel and then combine the result and show you single search page. Okay.
A group of computers that are working together at the backend while appearing as one to the end user is nothing but distributed computing. The next is free and open source. What is mean by free and open source? Free and open source means free. We can't pay single rupee on open source. Free and open source software that is freely used, we can use freely. Almost not for all services, but some services are free. Then next is NIST, National Institute of Standards and Technology. NIST Cloud Architecture. NIST Cloud Architecture further divided into three categories: essential characteristics, service models, deployment models. Essential characteristics: broad network access, rapid elasticity, measured service, on-demand self-service, resource pooling. Service models: SaaS, software as a service, platform as a service, PaaS, and infrastructure as a service. Then deployment model, further divided into public deployment model, private deployment model, hybrid deployment model, community deployment models.
So friends, in the next video, we are going to understand NIST cloud architecture. Okay.